Hi there, Doug Stuman with IT Creations. Today I have a Gigabyte R123-C00 rack server. It's a fairly short depth one-use system for edge and data center deployments. With a single AMD EPYC 4005 or 4004 CPU or an AMD Ryzen 9000 or 7000 series processor, it's designed for small to medium-sized businesses who want enterprise features delivered by a server-grade OS at an affordable price. Let's take a closer look. Designed for use as a networking server, this 1U unit can keep your data organized and secure. We're talking light virtualization hosts, networking appliances, small-scale VDI, backup targets, or even dedicated application servers for hosting or monitoring. Along the front panel, it offers four 3.5-inch SATA storage bays, which, predictably, can be outfitted with 2.5-inch drive types too. A small control panel on the upper right side of the chassis provides the usual cast of characters. From the left, two USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, then non-maskable interrupt and reset buttons. When things go south and you're wondering how to recover, the reset and NMI buttons are like a Hail Mary. Fun little side note, my car stereo was acting a little wonky, and I used the reset button to reset to factory settings. I should have had the key in the ignition though. It triggered some security protocols which bricked the car for a single day. All good now. Next, there's a row of four LED lights for LAN 1, LAN 2, hard drive status, system status, then an ID button and power button with integrated LED. Around back, more options for customization with a few PCI card slots. There is only a single 400 watt 80 plus gold power supply unit, which can be upgraded to 500 watts. If you plan on installing one of the 75 watt GPU options, then that 500 watt PSU is recommended. Are you interested in the Gigabyte R123-C00 rack server? This is definitely a small to medium-sized business server with not too many bells and whistles, but it can take your business to new heights of productivity. For a limited time, you can save up to $500 off the purchase price of a system that's listed or one that you can configure that's valued at $5,000 or more. You should check out our configurator tool. It makes things quite easy when you're researching and pricing a system. The I/O panel includes a VGA port, serial port, 2 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports, a dedicated server management LAN port, and two USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports. For managing the system using that dedicated LAN port, I do like the way Gigabyte offers free management software. You have two options. The Gigabyte Management Console is for IPMI management and is pre-installed. It runs off its own board-mounted specialized processor. It provides real-time health monitoring and management through a standard web-based browser interface. For more robust management tools, there's GSM. It has all the functionality of the Gigabyte Management Console and then some. GSM supports Windows and Linux operating systems and can be downloaded. It complies with Redfish and IPMI standards and has a bunch of additional utilities to customize your system. There's the basic server management utility, a command line interface, mobile app that works with Android and iOS, and a plugin for use with VMware vCenter. All you need is the GSM agent for each system to manage large clusters of servers through a graphical interface. Cracking the lid on this nut, we can see the PCI slots in back with two low-profile Gen 4x4 slots with a x4 interface. One is direct from the CPU, and the other is from the FCH. The FCH stands for Fusion Controller Hub and is AMD's analog to the PCH, or Platform Controller Hub, for Intel-based systems. In a nutshell, both of these would be for managing input-output I/O devices, basically your USB ports, PCI slots, and SATA storage. Both terms will likely fade in usage and are generally referred to as the chipset. It used to be the South Bridge chip and the North Bridge chip. That latter one is now incorporated in the CPU architecture itself. Those last two are fading into lore at this point. Let's keep going. The other PCI slot is PCI 5.0 with a x16 slot, full height, half length, and also runs directly off the CPU for faster access. This is also where that optional GPU could be installed for enhanced computation and graphics abilities. That slot is rated to 75 watts, which does limit your options to the NVIDIA T4, the NVIDIA L4, or an NVIDIA A2, at least for the more recent options. Yes, that T4 is a little long in the tooth, but still a good option. There are many options for network communications, but if you're looking for something super fast, check out an NVIDIA VPI adapter card offering 400 gigabit per second per port. And yes, it is compatible with this platform. Along with the four SATA 3 ports on the system board for the front drives, there is a single slot for an M.2 drive. That M.2 drive you can use to support the OS and preserve your upfront storage bays. The system does offer RAIDs of 0, 1, and 10 through the CPU, but if you want other options, you will need to install a hardware RAID controller. With your CPU choices, you have the AMD EPYC 4005-4004 CPU or AMD Ryzen 9000 or 7000 series processors. The difference between these options is the EPYC 4005-4004 series CPUs are enterprise-grade CPUs for servers. The AMD Ryzen 9000 and 7000 series CPUs are for consumer desktop applications. Both occupy an AM5 socket configuration. The Ryzen 4005 and EPYC 9000 feature Zen 5 architecture, while the other options offer Zen 4 architecture. You will get a few more cores at up to 16 cores and 32 virtual threads with the EPYCs, and up to 12 cores and 24 virtual threads with the Ryzen options. The short of it, EPYC processors offer fully validated ECC support, enhanced security features, and are certified for Windows Server and Ubuntu Linux Server operating systems. The lifecycle is much longer, and you can implement remote management features. With a little tweaking, you can get a lot of the same functionality from the Ryzen CPUs. Supported EPYC and Ryzen options are limited to a thermal design power rating, or TDP, of 105 watts. Both families also offer dual DDR5 memory channel support and have 4 ECC or non-ECC unbuffered UDIMM slots off the single processor. As with most CPUs, you do get the top memory speed from a single DIMM per channel of up to 5600 megatransfers per second, depending on your choice of memory modules. However, with 2 memory modules installed per channel, memory speed will take a hit. The system will support up to 192 gigabytes of ECC memory, with all slots fitted with 48 gigabyte memory modules. And that is about it for the Gigabyte R123-C00 server. If you have any questions on this system or any other, leave them in the comments section below. In the meantime, maybe check out IT Creations and browse for server bits you never knew you needed, or configure a full system from scratch using our configurator tool. If you need some help, we can provide that too. Consider IT Creations your mission-critical IT partner. I placed a few links in the section below if you want to explore. Until next time, I'm Stuman with IT Creations, and thanks for watching.